Welcome to the grim, lawless 23rd century, following the fall of U.S. Gov and mass depopulation of major cities at the hands of the multi-trillionaire de Huberton family. Baptized in radioactive hellfire, a rare mutation makes Turbo a fiercely pumped scrapper, haunted by specters from her past, surviving the post-apocalyptic wasteland one deathmatch pit fight at a time. But when she rescues the stunning trophy girl, the unlikely duo are thrust into a harrowing odyssey, evading marauding berserkers at every turn on their way to the ultimate showdown as they uncover the horrific truth behind the fall of humanity. Jake Jacobs, writer and penciler, and Kurt Bruegel, co-writer and inker, are thrilled to announce the release of the first Turbo teaser, a significant milestone in the indie comic book industry. Jake and Kurt are the first and only duo to create a comic book live on air in a split-screen podcast. But that's not all. Recognizing the challenges and triumphs of indie comic creators, Kurt and Jake have another recurring segment of their podcast spotlighting other indie comic creators who share their stories, discuss their creative process, offer insights into audience building, and ponder the future of comics.
All right. Welcome back,
Hey, everybody,
to another episode. What are you
another
doing?
thrilling episode.
Here we go again. Are you taking the intro?
I thought I was piggybacking on to what you were saying, like, call and respond.
All right. Welcome back, everybody, to episode 87. What am I talking about? This is the end of the year episode.
Wow.
So this is super exciting because the next time you'll hear us on episode 88, it'll be next year, 2024. So yes, Jake, we are excited, and more importantly, because we've got Turbo Pitfighter teaser number 2 up and moving. We're on page 10 of pages 7 through 12 that you are giving me some sweet art direction and feedback on the inking so we can get these things tightened. And as you're doing this, you are working out the text, and that's what you have in front of you. Do you want to explain to these good people what the hell we're doing and how long it's been since we've been doing it?
Yeah, we are. We're hurtling into the future here in a sci-fi post-apocalyptic comic called Turbo Pitfighter, and this podcast, The Making of Turbo Pitfighter, is exactly that, in real time, in split screen. Usually, we're penciling and inking these pages, but when we get to a certain stopping point, we have to turn this into a little promotional teaser, and we're compiling our first 12 pages of story plus some bonus content, and we're going to be printing that up and putting those out and handing those out at cons and sending them out to people and selling them. This is the process. So Kurt right now is working with a dummy of the next story pages, or the first 12 story pages.
Now, I wouldn't call you a dummy. I wouldn't call you a dummy.
He's working with a dummy, and that's me. We're plowing through this. Our right now, this is our last episode of the year. 2024 is coming any minute. In our story, we are in 2240, in the 2240s, actually.
Yeah.
So time is really speeding up, man. I can't believe how fast this year went.
Well, I'm also really excited.
Right now,
I'm very, very excited to share the fact that we're almost at 2 years, you and I, doing this. And we're the only people doing it. So just a quick shout out to everybody listening to us that have become fans. Thank you so very much. We are looking forward to a very strong 2024 with a lot of things in ground to cover. Obviously, one of the biggest and most popular episodes that we do is the Comics That Influence. which is episodes that we share of comics that Jake and I are using to influence us and keep us motivated. But we're also doing indie comic. Yeah, screenshot. And then and the other one is where we do the indie comic exchange, where we meet other indie comics artists and writers and creators and the such. And the three of us get together and we talk about the industry as a whole and go from there. But this episode, we're going to complete the process of editing, making notes for the teaser, so then both of us can depart and then do the necessary things of getting this to completion. Because I'm really hoping we'll have something in hand by February. That's what I'm hoping, Jake. Do you think we can hit February?
Well, if you're cracking the whip like you've been, I think we might. So, we'll have to see. Let's dig right in, because when last we left our viewers with bated breath, we were doing some markup here with our first draft of inked pages, inked in tone, and we were just kind of going through. We were matching up the text to the action, and we were just putting in our little notes here, really important notes. What goes where. You can see here we just did this up to the end of page 9, and for page 10, this is where Turbo emerges from downstairs. She's going to say, "All right, you damn tweaks, who's got my 50 creds?" So this is going to be 10-1, and there's only one dialogue panel in here, so we just leave it at 10-1. And immediately she is set upon by gunfire, and she dives over the bar. Pack, paff, 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 back, back, back. So we'll do the art direction next, but let's just get this down. So she's going to go, shit, live ammo. I should have noticed how Whoppy was lit up. So this is going to be page 10, panel 2, first dialogue. No, that's the second. And then something here, I think hoo-ho maybe goes here, 10-2-1. I'm going to put that in.
Is this box down here, is this still the narration of the announcer?
Yeah, well, let's see what that is. I got to find it. So, I have this page here.
That might be the last thing he says, and then he's no longer.
Like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm getting the hell out of here.
Yeah, that's what I would think. Or it's like his last breath. Like there's.
Right. Maybe he takes a bullet.
Right.
Well, we gotta try and find here what's going on. Let's see. Yeah, no, I don't know what's in there right now. It's a mystery. That is a mystery.
All right.
But we could very easily say, folks, this is folks, this is quite the but I'm also so I think I have her here saying hoo-ho. Yeah. And then shit, live ammo. I should have noticed how Whoppy was lit up. And then we go to here. So I'll put in again 10-2. And then oh yeah, look, I think I found it.
What does it say? What is it?
I think I found it. Please everybody, do as they say. Oh my lord.
There you go. That's awesome.
But yeah, maybe we'll change that last minute. So this will be 10-2-3. And now we're going to 10-3. Now wait a minute. Ask Mr. Whoppy. We had a deal. Wait a minute. What is going on? So now we're getting confused here. I had to kill one.
Yeah, because the bubble above 3 that might even still be the announcer.
You know, the
So he
announcer's
might
in
be
a box.
saying,
Yeah, no,
yeah, but
the
what's this with
the
the little? Because this has some
oh
like.
right, no, you're
Because he
right.
might have the deal with Whoppy. He might have the deal with Whoppy.
Um,
No.
who had the well the format doesn't
Yeah,
doesn't
you're right.
fit.
You're right.
So yeah, I think this is Stay Down Mother Effers right here. So
Oh,
this
okay. So that shouts from the guards that are mowing everybody down.
yeah, so this is
The
10,
militants.
3, 1. And then stop. I want to speak to Mr. Wappy at once. Boy, I don't know.
Yeah, that would be the guy back here, right?
Well, I don't know. These word balloons are kind of small. You know. Please, everybody, do as they say. That oh my lord, I think this box. Yeah, that's the format of this box, pretty much. There's a tiny little word balloon from this guy. He's shooting people. What is
Jake,
going
move everything
on?
to the right. Move everything to the right.
Like this? Shit,
Yeah,
blew that big
your
bitch
camera.
away. Yeah, my cat.
Yeah, your camera froze for a second, but
No. Well, because if we do this by process of elimination, so he's gonna get shot. Let me see if we can jump ahead where he gets shot. Wait, goddamn flirking thieves! Everyone down, or you're next. Um. All right. So here he's getting this. These are his last words. Goddamn, flirting thieves. Oh, so here's down. So I figured this out. This is 10, 3, 3. He's just
yeah.
saying down.
No. Okay.
Then
Then it says
somebody's saying,
shut up. He says shut up in that top left hand corner.
right, is that where that's coming from?
Yeah. Shut up, and then he says
Oh,
something.
now wait a minute. Ask Mr. Wappy, we had a deal. Yeah, I guess that goes here if it fits.
Yeah.
So this is 10, 4, 2. And then you can't get away with this. No, where does that, you dirty flirking robbers? Where does that go? Goddamn flirking thieves. This looks like he's getting killed here. But these, I don't know if these balloons fit this. You know, these are pretty small balloons. I mean, but this is basically the idea. We can change this once we just have. Oh, here, Irk is going to be 10, 4,
4.
4. Right? He's just going Irk.
Yeah.
And I don't know where. Wait.
Um,
You hear me, tweaker? Where do you think you're going with that loot cart? No, this is turbo later.
Yeah, because I think this up here is goddamn Flurkin, and then thieves, and then
Okay, this is everyone down or you're next. So this is going to be 10, 5, 1. And then move out Migsy is going to be 10, 5, 2. And then we hear the trophy girl. She says, wait, the chieftain was supposed to win.
Yeah.
10, 5, 3.
That's an awesome line. I love that.
And then she goes, just when you think things can't get more fucked. That's her too. 10, 5, 4. Okay, so this is all later stuff. So I guess I was putting stuff in like here. Now wait, ask Mr. Wappy. We had a deal. That's there. And then you hear me, tweaker. Wait. and then irk. You can't get away with this. Where does it? Oh, here. This is going to be 10, 3, 2. You can't get away with this. You dirty flirkin' robbers. So we're accounting for all these things little by little. And then shut up will be 10, 4, 1. And then goddamn flirkin'. So this goes.
That's
in
2,
here.
4, 2.
Right. So this is
4, 2, 2.
Yep. 10, 4, 2. Goddamn flirkin'. All right.
Then thieves. Then thieves.
Yeah, and is
then
3. 10, 4,
Yep.
3. Okay. All right. And then there's a little one that says irk 10, 4, 4. Then we have all this accounted for. Good. I think we got everything. Right?
Yep.
And counterintuitively, when I laid this all out in Quark, intending to print this out on label paper, I did it all down the side instead of going across. That would have been smart. God, I mean, I just wanted everything to fit so we could cut it out.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
bad.
Cheapy.
All right,
We're dirt poor.
Let's go into the art here. So she's popping out here. I love this. She's diving under the thing. All right. Her arms look a little less modeled than everything else. Maybe a little more modeling on the arms. And I've been noticing her butt. You've been really making her butt like super shiny, like you do it here too. Shiny.
No apologies. No apologies.
Yeah, it's just too much. I mean, look at the rest of the lighting. You're accentuating it. You're overdoing it. So just integrate that in, I think. And then
I made notes. I knew you were going to say that.
I mean, God, it's like ba-boom.
That's what I'm saying, though. So, baby got back.
Okay. Here on this panel's fine, except these seats. Some of these like downstrokes are noticeably just like lines. So can we bloody them up?
You want to fuzz them up?
I would bloody them up. So there's blood everywhere.
Oh, put blood on them?
Yeah, and that'll just take the eye away from the, whenever it's like you notice a bare naked line just sitting out there, I always want to try to obscure it or
bloody
integrate
holes.
It. Integrate is a better word.
Okay.
Now why is this old man so dark? He's just so uniformly
we had talked
dark.
about this episodes ago, where you were giving me a bit of feedback on not having to really do a lot of rendering, leave white, maybe having something in complete shadow. And I made a note that that's what I was going to do with this panel. And so I did. So all that's happened is that there's basically some light indicator lines in the background, and then it carries into him, but then I just put a gray wash over him. So it's just to focus in on the fact that this figure is getting massively tacked with bullets.
Yeah, I would just maybe just go 10% up and 10% down on a couple of little highlights, like but make the darks a little darker, only a little, and then make the lights a little bit lighter, just in some key spaces so that it isn't just such a uniform gray.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, on my printout right here, this is not a great printout, but I can't see his face at all. I want to see the overalls. It's just, like I say, this is all good here in the last panel. I guess there's a lot going on in the background. So, yeah, I don't really see anything. And so, should we move on? Hopefully her leggings are clear. They're supposed to be, because I know she's kind of like glowing in this case, but hopefully those are clear that she's got her little fur leggings.
Right.
Page 11. is over here. This is when Turbo jumps. She leaps. All right, Flunko, where do you think you're going with that loot cart? So I guess that's 11, 1, 1. And what is
That's one.
that's
Turbo's got. I mean,
Trophy is saying stop. I want to speak to Mr. Whoppy at once.
there you go.
Wow, I really had a lot of thought going into this. That's a 11, 1, 2. Next panel, she grabs this guy. Let's see. You hear me, tweaker? That's my 50 C's in there. So this is 11. Okay, so that's going to be 11, 2, and 11, 3. I'm sorry, 11, 2, 2, and 11, 2, 3. And what is Trophy saying? Is she saying wait? Because she's falling back, right?
I think so.
Yeah. So that's going to be 11, 2, 1. And then Turbo said, "Oh, and the guy. Oh no, so the guy's saying irk. I think that's the guy saying irk. So that means this irk is it's not the old man. I had the old man back here saying irk at 10:44, and this little panel here. So what's that instead?
What's the block above it? What's that saying above it? On the sheet, it's a little. It looks like my camera's blurry. Right above that. Go directly above that. Go.
Wait.
Go, keep going. No, keep going.
H. It's just like H question mark. Like huh?
Yeah, I think that goes there with the old man getting it.
Okay, I mean it could be something like irk, or it could be.
I still like irk. I mean, you could change it to irk. I mean, you're just being crafty with the explanatives.
10:44. Well, yeah, we'll change that from H to irk or something like irk, and then this will be 10. Oh, sorry, this will be 11. 2, 4. And it'll be something like irk. She goes, I had to kill once for it, or that should be I had to kill for it once. But that's 11, 3. And then the trophy girl says, shit, blow that big bitch away.
No,
that's not what
that's
I expected.
That's the next panel.
Here?
Yeah, the dude.
What is she saying here?
No. Yeah, I know, but they blow that big bitch away is going to be in that top panel here.
Is that the guard saying that?
Yeah, because they're beat.
So what is Trophy saying?
I don't know what's new there.
I don't know. Because she wouldn't be saying blow her away. She has nothing against her at that point.
No.
All right, well let's leave it open for now. I mean, we already have stop. I want to speak to Mr. Whoppy at once. That's 11, 1, 2. Oh, that won't fit in there. Yeah, so this is stop. I want to speak to. All right, so this is here. This is 11, 4, 1, or just 11, 4, and so 11, 1, 2. Oh yeah, no, we had that as this. Stop. I want to speak to Mr. Whoppy once. That might have been here, actually.
Yeah.
So I'll put that back. 11, 1, 2, and then what goes here? I don't see anything here that makes sense. E, unhand me, lay me down at once. I don't know. She's pinned in. I don't see anything. Maybe that was added later? I don't know. There's a big E here. Could that just be E?
Yeah, in the top right hand corner, or the top right here on two here. I think so
Um.
because she's tilting back. She's not going to
Oh,
be talking as she's getting
right.
taught. You know what I mean?
Right. She's tilting back. Good. Okay. So this is 11, 2, 1. Oh my god. All right. So then we still don't know what she's saying in here.
No.
Okay. We'll leave it for now. Then shit blow that big bitch away is 11, 5, 1. And then she goes, hey trophy girl, get your pretty little tail down on the floor.
That's
And that's the first.
pending. What's going at what Turbo's going to say on 12 when she's behind the bar, because she's still talking behind the bar.
Oh. She might, I don't know, she might be saying it already here. What else could it be? I don't see anything else. I think that's going to be it. It looks like the right dimensions too. So let's just go with that. She's already telling her, get your pretty little tail down on the floor, but she just fell and the case broke. She's already gonna be on the floor, right? Matter of fact, she should be pretty cut up, shouldn't she?
Yeah.
We might have to put some cuts in there, which would be cool.
Right.
Okay. Well, let's just go with that. We might be revising stuff later, but this is 11.5.2. To make it make more sense, she's already like yelling at her. All right, into the art. So yeah, I really hate my printer. Maybe I should pull up the PDFs while we're doing this, but I got Turbo PDF. Because it's just hard to see at this point. I think my printer got worse and worse. I mean, I don't really see anything here. Here, you know, some of these just, you know, white highlights are a little alone. You know, I would put some other white highlights. I mean, she's not wearing patent leather shorts. These are just like yoga shorts. So I would say, you know, not so harsh on the highlights there. I would say not so harsh on the highlights here too. So, you know, just extend those like you have very hard transitions. I would feather those transitions in and make them more gradient, more gradual, kind of like you know, feathered in, shaded in. What do I want to say? Integrated in. Oh
Yeah.
wow, I'm looking at the PDFs. It's so much nicer. God. Okay.
It's all
I should
right.
just be looking at the
Yeah, but
because
you need something. You need something to be pointing to on camera. We can't just have you sitting there talking as you're
right.
looking at a PDF. I mean, it's so not
Yeah.
not
Okay,
not
no, it's
connecting
still
to our audience.
no, it really is still the same. I
But
mean, it's
Jake, just a reminder, Jake. I am going for a distressed look, as if this was a 1950s comic book. You know, in its all the fallities of being printed on a web press and the misregistration and
yeah,
just but I'm artsyifying it. You know, I'm throwing
right.
in just my own sort of my own gut reactions, but still maintaining healthy value system. You know, obviously as a tire page, panel to panel for the sequencing. You know, and two, you know, like this grayed out panel is once again another indication, a reminder mark that I had from months ago when we were working on number 1 turbo teaser, where we were talking about changing up the value of just from white to gray, and then having the lettering maybe be different because we wanted something to be accentuated. Now I made the reaction here by putting this to gray because I knew other than this stark black to white, that was all you're going to have in that panel. So I was thinking, wow, it'd be kind of interesting to see what this would be like. Doesn't mean we're going to live with it. These are just decisions I'm putting out there. Obviously, you and I can have a look at it now, or even down the road when we actually have the insertion of text. So
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good to hear what your intentions are. Because it tells
reminding
me
you.
where you're coming from. Yeah, I'm trying to I'm trying to keep my notes like maybe only one or two things per
No,
panel.
you're treating me. You're treating me right.
So yeah, this is harsh here in the leg. Just deharshify in the leg, both legs. In Turbo's pants, it's a lot nicer in the PDF. It's actually very lovely in the PDF. Except maybe her little boot in there. Um, maybe come a little bit closer. I might be nitpicking here, but come a little closer to the edge with the shading on her boot, so it's just like a little edge line. Um, and then she's got a big bulging bicep there that's getting lost in the gray fog.
Yeah.
Um, so just pull out a
Okay.
highlight on her big shoulder and bicep because that's a great panel right there.
Okay.
A matter of fact, maybe we might take that panel and just like zoom in on Turbo right there and use that for stuff.
You like that?
Yeah. Some of these patches in her face, like under her eye, right
Mm-hmm.
there, that looks a little bit like just blobby.
I
I
agree.
would go back in light or dark and just feather that in so it just looks more
Well,
makeup-y. Just
well,
give her the makeup brush.
yeah, but watch. But here's
Whatever
the
you
thing. That's
Yeah,
that. Watch this. Watch this. Ba, ba, ba.
you're doing it right now.
Well,
Right.
I can because it's graphite. So I'm
Right.
just knocking it down. Now
Perfect.
it's supposed to be some shadowing.
Yeah.
Of course, her hair's falling, but the eye, the way you had the eye was, I love the way it was just this like ziggy zaggy
Yeah,
squiggleishness that I embellished, and then I'm
I
kind
think
of
we
just
need to
framing it.
bookmark I think we need to bookmark this panel. This is just a
I
great
agree.
panel of
I made a
Turbo.
note. I made a note on
Yeah.
that. So
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 make it its best. Like maybe even on her tummy, maybe just like on like let her hip catch a little bit of light too. Um yeah, so that's enough on that. And then coming here, um I don't know why his leg looks like the guy's body looks so big and long. Um
now the thing I was going for, and I think I'm almost there, is that manga kind of nest where a lot of things by background and shape, like objective shape, this being a leg in it,
yeah.
I'm moving them in like two different directions. So you have this thing happening, and then I was trying to make some movement on the leg this way because a cartwheel, or a pinwheel kind of like effect of his body, but then there's still this great motion behind them both, where it's obviously everything's moving down
Yeah.
to that
I'm
crushing of
just
the helmet.
noticing Yeah, I'm just noticing my proportions there because the guy looks like a giant actually. Now that I'm
Yep,
seeing it this way, so
yep.
why don't we, can you make something in the background that just kind of like cuts a line, like an edge of a wall or something, and then and don't get rid of these swipe marks, but
I
just
got
kind of
you. I
like
got you.
just add something in there so it's not so plain, because if it's so plain then it brings the eye to that leg, and then I think
Okay.
they're going to be like, why did Jake make the guy's leg so big?
Okay.
um I mean, we could also do like a sound effect like swoosh, or maybe even a word balloon, but let's just leave it. Let
Okay.
just like add like some kind of background indication, and we'll come back to that.
Oh,
um Here she's crashing and it goes shrish. um so that's cool. And I noticed, yeah, wherever she has her fuzzy leg warmers, you always like use this glow effect,
Yeah, it's because it's
right?
fuzzy. Yeah.
Right. It's
But this is
fuzzy.
but this is actually just the shattering. So this is that dust of the battle, that glass breaking. And
Yeah, I think.
everything's
I mean,
white in that shatter.
if you look at the top of the panel and the bottom of the panel, um, I think it would be better if you took some of those shards and the bottom of the broken case and put some hard dark lines around those and leave her fuzzy wuzzies just as they are, because then they'll have a great
You talk about these
contrast to.
pieces here? Are you talking about these pieces here?
Yeah, you see the broken glass down at the under the shrish. I think if you outline those
Yeah.
broken glass pieces, and that I think that's a broken piece of case, then it'll make her fuzzy wuzzies look really fuzzy by contrast,
Okay.
instead of the whole thing
Okay.
just got fuzzed out, right?
All right. Yeah.
Um, and we still don't know what she's saying there.
Nope.
Question mark. All right. Um, so I like the spiral of the first guy, but I'm not so sure about the spiral of the guy in the middle. Um,
I
um,
love I love the effect here because this was all inked as the top of the bar, and the way that I did it, it ended up working exactly the way I wanted it. Was then I sprayed it, I masked it, I sprayed it real lightly with some spray paint, and after all this effect, so it really looks like it's just going to dust. Like there's so many guns going off. There could be like two other guys back here that are just
yeah.
like completely mowing down the the
So
bar. So
I'm looking at the pencils, and I think some of this got lost in the translation. You got those spiral, and those I just had those as big white glows with tons and tons of wood shards flipping up into the air as they were chipping the bar. If you look at the original pencil, so maybe this is a good compromise if we reintroduce those tons and tons of little wood shards, like just going straight up and filling up in front of those spirals, because those spirals look like hypno discs to me, and I want to see that they're really cutting up the bar.
okay, yeah. So these are my pencil. These are your pencils as I have a thing. So I mean, the only thing that you have in here is it's just outlined, shards, like you said. So you're asking to get that back in,
Yeah,
like just
look at the
basically,
pencil, tons and
you know,
tons of little shards in front of
right.
the blast. Yeah, everywhere. Like, yeah, just look at the original pencils. It's like filling up the whole frame.
Okay.
Yeah, because now I have the pencils open and your original PDFs.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's a good panel of Turbo there.
Okay.
Um, and let's see. Let me look at your PDF. This is the last panel. How come oh, this is weird. Because it opened up in sequence. Okay. Yeah, it looks a lot better on the PDFs than than my printouts. Her face, that one little cheekbone shading of her face makes her look a little like Iron Man-ish. If that's
Talk about
graphite, maybe
right or left.
on the left side of her face, her that little dark area. Faces are just so important. Um, and now, yeah, I just kind of zoomed in. You also have some harsh lines on her right arm. The left arm seems a little more natural, but the right arm, it seems like the gray lines just cut straight across without any feathering or anything.
Mm. That's that harsh light though. Like this is something I understand your aesthetic, and I'm trying to create a compromise as I'm going along. But that,
Yeah, it
like
doesn't. It
that,
does,
the way
I see the
light,
harsh light. I see the harsh light on the other arm, and it works there. But
yeah, like I'm in here.
it's just visually distracting because it looks like just a straight line that doesn't follow the contour of an arm. It looks just like a straight line from a ruler,
Where?
on her upper arm.
Where? Where's a
Oh,
straight
so
line in here?
right here. This looks like a straight line here.
Straight line.
So
Okay. I was down on this arm.
yeah, so all
I'm
I'm
sorry.
saying, yeah, and the other arm looks fine. I get the hard lighting thing, but
Okay. Okay. Cool.
you're following like a contour, and this one just seems like it's maybe it's the edge of the bar, but it just distracting. So I would feather it in, just deharshify,
Okay.
yeah, and you know, how about the rifle? The rifle looks really cool. How about like you do like a little drop shadow just
Yeah.
to kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah. Yeah.
accentuate the
Yeah.
rifle a little bit. And then that's it for that page. And then we got one more page, right?
Oui, madame.
So I was bringing up, let me see. So page 12.
Yeah.
I wanted to see page 13. All right. So page 12, like I wasn't really so keen on where page 12 ends. And I
Yeah.
know we're just stopping
Yep.
this because it's a 6 plus 6. I'm looking at page 13, and it's really no different. It would be just as much of a mid-action cliffhanger anyway, so we might as
Yep.
well just stay with the number because the numbers all work with this. So let's look at page 12.
Okay.
Um, this is such a cool action sequence. All right, we're our dialogue, as you can see, is getting a lot more sparse, right? There's no more big text blocks because the announcer's
There's no
out of
more
it.
narrate. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's no longer there.
Okay, so we're looking at 12:1, and who's talking? The guard?
Yeah.
Okay. We already have shit blow that big bitch away. So where are we? She's pinned in, fry her ass.
There you go.
It doesn't look no the proportion doesn't look right. It's got to be more horizontal. Like shit blow that big bitch away seems like it fits better there. But those guys, is the guy talking the guy getting shot?
No, there's a guy in the back.
Okay.
There's a figure way in the back off to his shoulder.
All right. Well, I think we're gonna have to work around it. Let's see. So she's saying, let's see how many of these lousy pukes I can tag with this little pea shooter. So that's obviously 12, 1, 2. And that's connected to that little one, which just says, what does it say? Ha ha, you scum sucks. Is that it right there? 12, 1, 3.
Sounds about right.
Okay. And then 12, 1, 1, we still don't know what it is, but it looks like the positioning is shit blow that big bitch away.
I think so.
Yeah, but then what's 1151 right here? 1151 right
To the back of that one.
here would be something else. I mean, we don't have to hold still, bitch. All right. We don't have to fill everything in. We could just, write the dialogue, but, it's a mystery. So I guess we'll make this shit blow that big bitch away again, and we can just change the wording for one and the other. This will be and 12
That's a good idea.
1 1, right, with a little asterisk, and then if we find something later, we'll just cross that out. She's going cap cap cap. Then we go ammo's out on the fuss him, and ammo's out on this one. I might have to explain what that means, but 12 2 1 and 12 2 2. So fuss him means like shit or fuck in Hungarian.
Okay.
So we'll change that into some other expression, but that's what I was thinking about back then. Now we go right, exactly. Well, what are they going to say in 200 years? She's pinned in. Right. They're going to say that's so med. That's
I
so
doubt
mid.
it.
That's what the kids say right now.
Yes, I hear that.
They say, "Oh, that's so mid." All right. She's pinned in. Fry her ass. This is a 12-3-1, and then she's going. This fucking sucks. I guess. Yeah, I guess she goes. This fucking sucks. Oh wait, maybe that's what Trophy is saying when the case breaks.
Yeah.
This fucking sucks. I don't know. It could be either one. Well, let's hold that in abeyance for now. So they're taking her away, and she says what?
It's gotta be something. E.
Okay. That's the only thing I see.
Yeah, that'd be great too, because that'll be white. That'll be white on like a gray background.
Okay, 12, 4, 1. And then who's talking down at the bottom? Is that the guard?
No, it might be Turbo.
So, and they're taking the fluff too. So that would be where she says, and they're taking the fluff too.
What? She would be saying that about herself?
They're taking the girl.
Yeah, but this one here would be Trophy.
Is she talking? So it says.
I mean, this is going direct. This is going to the tip of this guy's boot, which is basically going up here. It's not aiming at him.
Well, we could fix that, but is she saying "E unhand me at once"?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so that's there.
That'd be the last, yeah. Because
she's got 12-4-1 and 12-4-2 are both her.
Okay.
And then Turbo says, and they're taking the fluff too. So that's 12-5-1. And then she says, all right, you freaking jagoffs, catch this.
Yep.
All right, so it looks like I'm going down. So this fucking sucks is going to be Turbo. That's going to be 12-3-2. I mean, it's not a very Turbo thing to say, I think. I mean, it's a good later. It's a good sentiment, but we got to get Turbo language. They're taking the fluff too. All right, you freaking jagoffs, catch this. This is just repeated. Since you tried to put all kinds of bullet holes in me.
Yeah. That's the last thing she's gonna say right there.
You think that's 12-5-2?
Yeah, let's go with it for right now.
And then what is she saying in the next thing? So she's throwing the canister. right, you. I think that's it. All right, you tweaking jagoffs. Catch this. This might, yeah, that's probably it. Oh, we didn't number that. Okay.
Yeah.
They're taking the fluff too, but since you tried to put all kinds of bullet holes in me, all right, you tweaking jagoffs. So this is 12-6. That makes sense. And I'm just not sure about these two connected word balloons at the bottom of panel 5.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure here, but it looks like I'm going down in like vertical columns. You know? I think we got everything. Going down in a vertical column. Oh, balls. There goes the purse money. There we go. Okay, so okay. Balls, there goes the purse money, and they're taking the fluff too. So this is going to be 1, and this is going to be 2. 12-5-1 and 12-5-2. But then we have the 12-5-3 is still a mystery, and it says, but since you tried to put all kinds of bullet holes in me, I guess we'll make that 12-5-3 for the immediate second, and that gets us done with the page.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we won't have to worry about this until next time. All right. So, there's definitely some issues to go back over, with the dialogue, but I just hope this helps us both understand what the storytelling is going to be like, and matching the dialogue. Let's jump into the art, and then this will probably end up this episode, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So on the tabletop here, this should be all kinds of holes and divots, and I see a little bit of smoke coming off of it, but maybe more, and little chips hanging around, like a lot more debris up there, because I can't really tell what the texture is of the table right now. Yeah, everything else is cool. They're kind of atmospheric in the background. Oh, except that butt, man. Come on. So the bottom cheek is fine. Can you just make the top cheek the same as the bottom cheek?
I'll try.
You're laughing, but it's like it's like all you look at, and you're not following the story. It's like, was I reading something?
All right. Look. You really think our readers are going to be more involved in the story than this ass?
Just de-harshify that, but that one little edge of white, just make that the same gray as beneath it, and because it already pops out enough.
Okay, boss.
Thank you. Next panel, all right, so 2 things, and that's it. So this line right here, I'm gonna call this the Mickey Mouse. I'm gonna call that the Mickey Mouse line.
I love this panel. I might have to fight you on this panel.
Well, can we just take some black or some white and just de-harshify, just integrate it in a little bit? You have some lines right here.
This is a flash of muzzle fire. That's what this is right here. This should be so stark that because
we're talking about the second panel. There's no flash there. There's smoke. No,
they're firing. Yeah, that's what's coming at her. That's all the firing, unless because it's in
she's behind. No, she's behind the table. She's behind the table.
No, she doesn't look at her head's right outside there. Oh, you're saying she leans back behind it?
Yeah. She's not gonna leave her head exposed. I just think this little point right here, it looks like Mickey Mouse's thing. It needs to be just integrated in, light gray or white or whatever. Just just don't make that so harsh. And then, the line on her nose
Maybe.
also, this line right here on her nose, it looks a little naked. Just deharshify that. When I say that, just like take the makeup brush and just blend it in. That's all. Whatever they call that thing.
All right, there. All right,
Is
Mr.
that the
Fancy
blush
Pants.
or the rouge? Or
I
the
don't know.
blush,
I don't wear makeup. I don't wear makeup.
Neither do I.
Why? Well, why are you asking me? I mean,
Okay. Next, we're losing our pachu chew patau chow.
Yeah, I
pain.
agree. I agree.
Okay,
I
so
agree.
just bring that back out, and her face. It looks like she's there she should be a little more in gray on her face because she's hiding. She's in like a very defensive crouch there. So maybe if you want to get rid of all the white, or maybe just most of the white,
I shade it
um,
with some graphite.
yeah. Here, these black lines are great, but right up at the top, they're a little bit naked. So just do one more pass to just
Okay.
blend them in a little.
Okay.
Her left arm, it's got a harsh white spot. Deharshify the left arm at least.
Her left arm or
Yeah,
this
her
one here?
left arm.
This one
Yeah.
here.
Well, no, her right arm, but our left.
Point to it.
This one, look, this spot is harsh.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, yes.
Not that
right,
one. We're on camera.
Okay, we have
no,
a
not that
visual.
one. No.
Next, I like how her fluffy how her fluffy leg is creeping over the line. That works, but
Yeah,
let's just make it just a tad darker right here, right? Keep it fluffy and soft, but just a tad.
Okay.
Just a tad darker, just so it doesn't like melt like cheese. And then on her little foot there, I would lighten that up maybe. Just so that doesn't melt either. Let's just make sure it's well defined on the edges.
Okay.
Okay. Down here, this is a little harsh. The guy's leg. It's a little distracting. Everything else works.
Okay.
Maybe go up a little here, right? This line looks a little arbitrary.
Yeah, I got that. Yep, I got that.
Okay.
All right. Yep.
Next panel, I don't really see anything. I should have made the spap. I should have made the spap overlapping the panel. Is it behind the panel? Yeah, that's my bad. All right, I don't see anything on that one.
You want me to bring that forward? You want me to bring it over the line?
Could you bring the S over the line?
Yeah, okay. Done.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she's throwing. Okay, let me look at my pencils. She's throwing the fire extinguisher or whatever that is. That's like
Sky bong.
It's a drink. It's a drink tank.
Sky bong liquor.
Right. It's like a keg of drink. She looks like she's throwing that into just absolute darkness.
Yeah.
So can we get some silhouettes or something? Can we get some like?
I don't know.
Gray?
I mean, I can. Yeah, I guess, but I guess one of the things I was anticipating was that this was going to be the last panel of the last page in the second teaser. So it was sort of this like exactly that. Like it was just going into darkness. Like you're going into darkness, as a reader. Like where's this all headed?
I want the sky. I want it to go to the guys.
Yeah, I know.
Let me see what I had on the pencil. Yeah, so on the pencils I have absolutely nothing. So I did what you're talking about, but I did it with lightness. So
yeah,
I think
I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
Yeah,
like
so seeing that,
because you're shooting up everything and it's knocking the lights off, and it's
so seeing that in blackness, I think we should just get a silhouette of two guys or something holding a gun, maybe like a piece of a guy or something holding a gun, like a little kind of edge lighting out of the darkness. And let me see what you did with her butt on this one.
Oh, come on. The end, baby.
What did you do?
I just got to
Her butt
contour it a
is
little bit.
yeah, it looks
thing,
like
man.
a rock hard glute
Damn
right
straight.
there.
She's clenching. She's clenching
It's
for that.
fine. Okay, it's fine. I mean, yeah, maybe get some of that graphite in. I don't know. Yeah, so it's fine. This whole panel's good, but just like let's just get some edge lit silhouette of like a guy and a half, in the on the receiving end of that. Because if you look at the next panel, those guys are going to be they're going to shoot it. I'm not smart. It's just she's tossing them, and then so there's some guys there, on the receiving end of it. So that's all. That's all I got to say.
Coolio,
It's
man.
mostly just de-harshifying a couple of areas where where my first impression is that your eye fixates on it and it distracts. So
Right.
I think one little round of suggestions is not so bad. I hope.
No. That's great. That's great. It's always good feedback. I always like getting the feedback. I'm that arty nerd from school that loves critiques. I love critiques.
Yeah.
So they got nothing against
there
it.
you go.
But I can get a little, I stall out. I want my way
It's fine.
sometimes.
Yeah, no, it's helpful. It's helpful to get where you.
I might forget a couple of those things.
Right, because sometimes we do stuff without thinking. Sometimes we do it with thinking, and sometimes we're just kind of in the flow.
Yep. And then of course we have this back matter where we could add more. Once I do, I'm just going to do an inking of her and nothing in the background, because then you can like really throw text in and out of that whole background right there.
Right. So what is that? Is this an internal page?
No, it's the back page. It's the back page to the.
Well, what happened to the motorcycle?
Oh, we are doing that. You have to finish that. That's right. All right. That's right. Change.
Didn't I finish it?
To.
Hold on. I worked on this.
Yeah, last week you did. Or 2 weeks ago you did.
I worked on this. I think I finished it. Let's see.
All right, well, you guys send it to me. Oh!
Well, let's look at it. Let's look at it together, because I might need.
Let's do it next episode. We've gone way over 45 minutes. Let's do it for next episode.
Okay, great. All right, yeah. So,
all right.
Folks, folks, tune into the next exciting episode where we're going to finalize the artwork for the back cover, and we're either going to use that pinup or this pinup, and Kurt and I are going to take a look at this and see what it may need to form the basis for the last back cover. I think this is cool. I like how this ended up. That thing you're looking at is a very early sketch, and I would think that might be better.
One of the first.
I think that might be better for the internals. But tune in for the next exciting edition of Making Turbo Pitfighter. I have been Jake, and Kurt. Any last words?
Happy New Year!
Right.
Because
happy
when you see us, we'll see you next year in a couple hours.
We're hurtling into oblivion.
All right. See you later.
Everybody.